Money. I love money. They say money can't buy happiness, but eBay says otherwise. See? 1.5 million results for happiness. Didn't know happiness looked exactly like paper bags though, but it's got good reviews, so it must be true. But here's the problem. I don't have money. In the past, I've made many videos about making money. And one about losing it, but that's besides the point. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that none of those methods were good enough to keep up with my stupid purchases. 47 million coins for a phone. Who'd buy that? Any tic-tac-toers? Any tic-tac-toers around here? Then I bought a talisman for 300 million coins. And next on the list are a pair of funny pants. Well, I already have them, but currently these pants aren't very funny at all. In fact, they are
extremely serious pants.
And to make them truly funny, we gotta upgrade them to the Infernal tier. But that requires a lot of Crimson Essence, which in turn costs a lot of money. See what I'm getting at here? I need money. So, what did I do? Grind ghosts for hours on end? Perhaps some fishing with the boys? Maybe I finally dropped a Necron's handle? Ha 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 ha. No. I did however drop the 29th Storm the Fish though. Anyways, I didn't do any of those lame money making methods. Instead, I hit up an old friend. A big guy, in fact.
Small man, welcome back. It's me, big guy.
I first traveled to the Crimson Isle, an absolutely gigantic and by far the most dangerous island in all of Skyblock, with even the weakest of mobs having millions of HP and strong bosses around every corner. But I don't care about any of that. What I'm after is at the very north of the island, a giant skull, aka the entrance to Kuudra's Hollow. Kuudra's a big magma lava kraken. Yes, of course, my favorite kraken, there he is. Looks an awful lot like a cube though. And there are currently 4 different difficulties of this boss fight, with the 5th one probably releasing tomorrow knowing my luck. Oh wait, it's out. What's that? I've been making this video for 7 years now. All 5 tiers are more or less the same though. Except for this one, since it requires you to click the subscribe button for some reason. But hey, you should do it. He's a nice guy. No, wait, no. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Maybe also gently tap on this little guy, like so. Anyways, all 5 tiers play very similarly. Fish up the supplies, bring them to the middle, build the ballista, fish up the ballista fuel, fuel the ballista, and then someone has to get eaten by the guy and stun him from inside, and finally... But that was too complicated, so no one actually did it. See, the ballista looks really cool, but prior to the release of the last tier, only 6 people had ever actually used it. And 4 of them were us, because I needed to record this. Boy! So my condolences to the last 2 unfortunate souls. But Powliner, you just said you needed the ballista, you liar. Yeah, you need the ballista, or at least you were supposed to. The thing about it is that it takes way too long to set up, so people were looking for alternatives. Okay, it's time to go back in time. Oh, no, this isn't a time machine. Man, why did I make the time machine look exactly like the Vine Boom sound effect machine? Okay, this time for real. Wait, what do you mean it plays an ad during the time we're proceeding? Hey guys, did you know that you can use code Powliner on the Hypixel store for a 5% discount? Just type it in this box at checkout. There's also a huge holiday sale going on. Oh, we've arrived. Wait, no, that was too far back. Hey guys. Oh, motherfucker. There we go. Old Kuudra. See, this whole boss recently got a complete overhaul. But when it originally came out like 8 months ago, there used to be a funny glitch which allowed you to kill Kuudra using the Axe of the Shredded. And then they patched it. But then they accidentally unpatched it when they revamped the boss. It was repatched pretty quickly though, so people had no choice but to use the ballista for real this time. Here's a funny doll, the voodoo doll. And guess what? Turns out Kuudra's allergic to it. So everyone used that for a while, until it was also patched. Back to the ballista we go. Wait, have you tried just, you know, shooting him with something else? Come on now, there's no way that'll work. Oh my god, it works. It really works. Although it was harder this time. Everyone shooting him needed a Terminator and as much ferocity as possible. There was also this one perk you could buy which increased your damage dealt to Kuudra. Although no one knows if it actually worked with anything other than the ballista. However, Astral thought it did, and so he got really mad whenever I didn't buy it. Oh shit, here he comes.
Get back here, Powliner. Why didn't you buy the perk?
Anyways, all you do is just spam Kuudra with the Terminator until he dies. Although you gotta do two things first to make it even possible to damage him. One is building the ballista, meaning that yes, you will have to actually fish up the supplies, aka get thrown around by these stupid tentacles. I was so close, come on bro. And two, one of your teammates will have to get eaten by Kuudra. Yes, really. And mine one of the pods inside until the number reaches 0. Then Kuudra will get stunned and you'll be able to damage him. Now Kuudra will also start pulling you out of his stomach after a while. And one time, the game super giga bugged and was still dragging me even though I was dead. I mean, just look at this. Wait, the Kuudra, the tentacle's still on me. I'm getting dragged out of the map. I'm dead! Woo! Wow, Powliner. That seems fun. I'm gonna try to slay Kuudra as well. The color of the blocks on the floor appears to be changing. What could this possibly mean? Wait, blazes? You didn't mention any blazes, Powliner. Aghast. Wait, what's that it's carrying? The magma cubes. Why are they merging? What is he doing? What is he cooking? Thank you, Powliner. Now that I think about it, I might have left out some details.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's enemies. There's a lot of enemies. Kuudra followers, pigmen that knock you 10,000 blocks away. Kuudra followers, but red this time. Legions of blazes, gas that drop TNT, Drake, Omegagma, Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory. I mean, everyone's here, really.
That's insane! That's a bug!
Yeah, the mobs are just there to slow you down whilst you're getting the supplies and building the ballista, but they're also
Quite beefy.
and do like 1 billion damage per hit. And oh, there I go. But the admins just couldn't stop coding when they were making this boss fight, because they also made classes for it. 4 of them, in fact. Cannoneer, Crowd Control, Specialist, and Support. Now I'm not gonna explain everything, because each of these classes has like 6 different perks.
Oh my god!
But here's the gist of it. Cannoneer takes care of the airborne targets and tentacles, Crowd Control clears out the groups of grounded mobs, Support, well, supports the team in various ways, and Specialist fishes up the supplies and builds the ballista. And if you followed all of what I just said, your run is either about 7 hours long, or you died on wave 35 because there's 4 quadrillion mobs on the screen. So instead of that, people ran the incredibly versatile team composition of Specialist, 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 Specialist. Wonderful. But Powliner, what about the money, Powliner? I saw big money number in thumbnail. Where big money number come from? Okay. Loot time everyone. After every successful run, you're rewarded with a big chunky loot chest. Now there's a lot of different possible loot you can get in this chest. And by a lot, I mean 71 different drops. Like what? There's an armor set for each playstyle, a solid set of equipment pieces, a cool power stone, a few rare drops like the burning Kuudra core and 2 funny ultimate enchantments. Now this might already seem like a lot, but then every single one of these gear pieces also comes with 2 randomized perks called attributes. And let me tell you something about attributes. There's a lot of them, okay? Some good, others not so much. Like seriously, it feels like an AI created this garbage. For my money, the best attribute has to be arachno resistance for the spider guy. Because the spider guy is very hard to beat, so the 5 extra defense. Oh, he died in 1 second. The ones that are good are really good though. Extra intelligence, mana regeneration, combat XP, even a bonus father. Wow, I hope this one doesn't like milk as much as the last one. For some reason, they thought that the life regen attribute wasn't enough and made one that gives vitality. What is vitality? A pretty mid CSGO team. Vitality is pretty much just better life regeneration, and it gives free per level instead of 1.25. Like, come on now.
This isn't balanced. It just isn't. You cannot argue that this is balanced. You just can't.
Anyways, attributes are very important. Picture the following. You just finished a run and dropped these fervor leggings. How much do you think they're worth? Ooh, I know Powliner. It's 500k, it says so right there, you dingus. No, it is you who is the dingus, because they have veteran 4 on them, making them worth around 7.6 million coins. What I'm getting at is that if you get a good attribute on an armor piece, it'll be worth much more than lowest bin. And if you get 2 good attributes on an armor piece, aka a god roll, it can be worth up to hundreds of times more than lowest bin. In fact, I got one and sold it for 90 million coins because Astral told me it'd go down in price. I then quickly learned why Astral is not an economist. And while god rolls are obviously rare, getting one good attribute really isn't. And if you don't, maybe get a nice attribute shard. And if you don't get that, there's still a solid chance you get a mana vampire or ferocious mana book. And if you don't get anything, you still get Crimson Essence. There's so many good drops that you're almost always bound to get something solid. Not to mention the few really expensive items you get from time to time. But I knew I needed more than just good odds. After all, good odds also say I should have gotten a Necron's handle by now. And we all know how that went. I needed to rig the game in my favor. I was gonna get Kuudra on my side. But Powliner, that doesn't make any sense. You're killing Kuudra over and over again. You've killed him so many times now. How can you possibly get him on your side? That's a good question. I don't know. But I do know a man who does. Or rather, a monkey who does. And after 57 years of research, experimentation and hard work, Ari finally finished it. The key to getting Kuudra on my side was now in my hands. Oh my god, it's beautiful. So I went to the Crimson Isle one more time, walked into the Kuudra's Hollow, placed down a flat screen TV that I purchased using code Powliner at checkout, and of course made sure Mr. Kuudra was watching. And the rest was history. I love Kuudra. By Powliner, help, how do I rotate text? Reason 1, Kuudra prints money. Reason 2, it's a fun mode to play. Ew, mining gross. Reason 3, Kuudra does my laundry. Reason 5, Kuudra is a hot anime woman? Huh? These are the reasons why Kuudra is awesome, and I deserve so many drops.
Give me your drops.
As you can see, he was moved to tears because of how beautiful it was. And after a while, this happened.
Oh, man, it regen shard.
Oh no way, I got another core, I got another core!
You actually? What?
Yeah! Now, keen-eyed viewers may notice I used the word another there, meaning that this wasn't the first core I got. Sadly, I'm stupid and forgot to clip the first one on OBS. Anyways, the PowerPoint presentation definitely worked, and after 8 hours of running tier 4 Kuudra, I got a total of 652 million coins worth of drops, aka 81 million coins per hour. Yeah, that's right, I lied in the thumbnail when I said it was 60 million, it's actually even more. Get absolutely shamoned. Now, obviously there's a catch to this. To open a chest you need a Kuudra key of the respective tier. And since I was doing fiery Kuudra at the time, I needed fiery keys, which aren't exactly cheap. But no one cares about the red sand or the coins. The real tough part here are the nether stars. You get them from funny mini withers called vanquishers, which have a 1 in 640 chance of spawning after killing any mob on the Crimson Isle. Now you might be thinking, Powliner, there's so many mobs in Kuudra, you gotta get like 1 billion vanquishers in there. But no, see, Kuudra isn't in the Crimson Isle, it's an instanced. What the f*** is instanced? We may never know what instanced is. However, we do know that the most optimal way of getting nether stars is by grinding flares. You just do this over and over again. Yes, welcome to Hypixel skyblock, but it works really well and also gives a lot of combat XP for Greg. Also, for some reason no one wants to leech vanquishers and get free stars. Like, I brought so many of them to the middle and half the time people just don't care. What are you doing? Please hit him. Please, you'll get the drops as well. I'm doing this for you.
My name is Dace.
Anyways, nether star farming isn't bad at all, but it definitely lowers the 81 million per hour down a decent bit if you count it as well. And to be completely honest, I got pretty solid luck with the drops. Although, even with average luck, you still profit way too much. And that was the state of Kuudra for quite a few weeks. Until, new update time. Tier 5 Kuudra is finally out, and there's a completely new phase to the boss fight, alongside a bunch of balance changes as well as new attributes. Only one of which is actually any good though. This one's poopy. I mean, these two seem broken, but the weapons they go on are, well, you know, Blade of the Volcano, Fire Freeze Staff, Sword of Bad Health, Poopy Doopy 3000. Like, for example, Deadeye goes on bows, but you know how many bows are compatible with it? One bow, and it's so bad. What is this? Who made it and why? Don't worry though, you can also put it on the Hollow Wand. Sadly, no one knows what it does. I mean, it looks like a whole Wingcraft class in one item. Wait, they made a command to explain what it does? /wand info. What the fuck? Also, turns out the admins weren't exactly happy with no one using either the ballista or 3 of the 4 classes they made. So they nerfed Terminator damage by like a lot, and also made all the mobs stronger, tankier, and they now spawn quicker as well. Force Specialist was no longer viable. Instead, people actually ran one of each class. Can you believe it? The classes were balanced. Then, about 34 seconds later, everyone realized that running one of each class was in fact complete garbage. And people swapped to Free Specialist 1 crowd control instead. Also, Terminator damage was still really impactful because you could easily kill him with 1 ballista shot and everyone shooting him with a term. So they nerfed it again. in addition to super mega giga buffing Cannoneer. Like what, 200%? Oh my god. But just when everyone thought the turn meta was dead, out of nowhere, the dumbest item of all time, the Precursor Eye, suddenly became meta. Because this part of the boss isn't based on how much damage you do, but rather how many times you hit him. So you just spam Term and the Precursor Eye at the same time. Oh yeah, and people actually play Cannoneer now. But only because of the Ballista perk. The only time anyone ever got on a cannon was because they misclicked. This is so sad, guys. Can we get 2 gifted members? Anyways, after you beam him, the floor opens up and you fight Kuudra for real this time. With actual damage. So goodbye, Precursor Eye, my beloved. In this final phase, you basically just play peekaboo with him. And it takes way too long if you want to do this with the standard 3/4 Necron and Warden helmet. So I decided to make some upgrades. One of the armor sets you can get from Kuudra loot is called Terror Armor. And you may be terrified by this huge description, so I've gone ahead and shortened it for you. It's good. Really good. I went ahead and bought a full set. Except for the helmet for obvious reasons. But wait, Pringle Liner. 90 million? 100 million? Why did you spend so much? Did it come with a free PS5 or something? Attributes, my friend. I bought the God Roll Terror Armor, aka Dominance Vitality Terror Armor. You're almost always at full health in the final phase, so Dominance is very good. And Vitality is a pretty bad CSGO team. Vitality is just Vitality, okay? It makes your healing go crazy stupid. I then upgraded it to 10-star Burning, applied most of the relevant modifiers, and quickly realized that I just spent 500 million coins. Oh my god. What about the funny pants? No! But no worries. I mean, I can sell it anytime I want. Oh. It's soulbound. Oh. It's an investment, okay? An investment for the future. Anyways, with a full team of Terror Armor goons, we were able to take Kuudra down pretty easily and get to our loot chests. Tier 5 Kuudra is very team oriented. You need good synergy or else you'll fail. And my teammates had perfect synergy. Even when dying. Okay, now for the big question. How much money does Tier 5 Kuudra make? I don't know. But it's more than tier 4, so you know, a lot. Plus it's really fun, plus it's honestly quite well balanced at this point. Overall, very good. Hey, hi, hello. I have a 2.5 billion coin island competition going on. So if you're good at building, give this a read. Okay, bye now.